Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and joining. We are going to continue with this series of finances and getting you out of just being broke, whether it's personal, business, whatever your family. Now, we've talked about two of my books in the past. One is the one that we're really focusing on, I'm Tired of Being Broke. And then the other is called Startup Gems. Now, both of these books focus on the entrepreneur side of it, as well as the individual, somebody who's trying to start their business is stagnant. They're figuring out different ways. The Startup Gems just goes through maybe it's almost 30 pages, 30 chapters, not 30 pages, 30 chapters of the ups and downs, everything you need to know about starting a business, scaling a business, understanding the legal side of it, hiring family, which I'm the perfect person. I have 9, 10 siblings and had to deal with hiring them as well as my mom and dad. So it's always a fun experience when you're hiring family. Those books, talk about it. Now, today I really want to talk about entrepreneurs and even people who, if you work a regular 9 to 5. One thing with financial independence is you have to have multiple streams of income. You have to be generating multiple revenue streams. You have to generate multiple streams of income. If your business is struggling, you need another stream, whether it's another business that's thriving. If you're doing an entrepreneur, the one thing entrepreneurs do is we have a tendency to start a business and then we'll jump into another business. So essentially we're doing multiple startups at the same time, which is not always smart. I've been there. And what you'll find out is if you have a business that's struggling and then you go into another business that's a startup, that struggling business is going to struggle more because you got to fund the other business. And it can be a headache. Us as entrepreneurs, we have so much on our plates. You carry such weight on your shoulders and you need to be able to offset the ups and downs because you'll see a lot of entrepreneurs, they deal with a lot of mental battles. They're mentally depressed. They're just struggling. And if you really look at your financial situation, a lot can contribute to that. I was just recently having a talk. I said, when you're having a business, an entrepreneur, there are two individuals at work. It's you and the business. And a lot of times we bring us into the actual business. And that business has no emotion. That business is just there to operate, do procedures and bring in sales. But when it's slow and we're not understanding that, we have these slow seasons, we bring that stress into the business. And then when the business is slow, we take on that burden. And that is tough. And that's something we've got to fix. And we have to understand that when business is struggling, that's also going to cause our personal life to also struggle. That's why you have to have multiple streams of income. It don't matter what the other income is, what the other business is. You need to bring in other revenues into your life, not just for the business, but for you. Don't go into doing a business and you spending year after year after year struggling in this business and you're missing out on so much of your life. There is a life outside of your business. I repeat, there is a life outside of your business. And you can go on social media, you can read these different books. Hey, I've given all of my life into my business. Stop doing that. Give your business everything it needs and then allow your business to grow, from that. If that doesn't work, try to bring in the right people to help you out. Keshon, I don't got the funds to do that. Well, you have to be able to figure it out. But you need to be able to have a balance with your personal and your business. Especially if you got a family, you got kids, you got a wife, husband. That is so critical to have that balance. So the one thing I want to stress is that you need to have multiple streams of income that is going to just not just allow you to manage the slow seasons, but it's going to allow you to handle the different fluctuations in your own life. Don't drain your business trying to support your lifestyle. You need to pay yourself a salary and then allow the business to grow from there. And look every year, how much can I pay myself and the business still grow and thrive? How much do I need to bring into this business for it to grow? And understanding that a lot of times it takes a lot to grow, your business. So you may not even be able to make a profit for X amount of years. So what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and just be stressed and depressed because the business is not bringing in profits? No. You get all other streams of income in. One thing I'll also say is, if you go with financing or you go with loans, make sure it's enough to cover the expenses that you don't see. But don't get to a place that your finances, you're going into a situation where you're borrowing money and it's not enough to cover. So then you're borrowing more money and it's causing so many issues that you're just struggling even more. So those are the things we want to make sure we focus on. And I wanted to just take this time in this video to just talk about that. But make sure as a business that you have multiple streams of income. It is critical, during that process. Follow me for more as we continue to scale your business. You got this.